Today we are working on the Delica. We're having some AC issues. Doesn't want to blow cold. It does turn on. Fan motors are going, but man, it's only gonna get hotter here in Central Cali. So last week we had a day that was like 85 degrees, kind of a precursor to our 100+ weather that we get here over the summer. And went to kick on the AC and warm air came out. So went to the AutoZone, picked up some Freon and tried to refill it. And it got to the level where it said, optimal level of Freon, but still wouldn't blow cold. So I'm thinking, is it a bad compressor? Is it not engaging? The clutch on the compressor engaging? So many things could be going on with it, right? It's a 25+ year old car, who knows? So this morning I went to go and check it out, which happens to be like a cool morning. Confirmed that when I turn the AC on, the clutch does kick on the compressor. So when I turn it off, it doesn't spin. When I turn it on, I look down in there and it starts spinning. And you can see in that little view site or the site that something's flowing through there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check to see if it's losing Freon, if there's some leak. So I'm going to plug that little kit that I have from Amazon and see if I have any loss in Freon, and then hopefully diagnose it from there. If I can't get it, I mean, I'm not an AC guy. Plus it's the whole thing where you have to get it evacuated in order to really figure out if it's a compressor. You gotta evacuate it anyway. So if all end fails, I will just take it into a shop, have me evacuate the Freon, maybe even diag it right then and there. And if I have to get a new compressor, I'll just get it and do it myself, and then take it back and have them fill it with the Freon. I don't know where I can get that kit, and do it myself with the vacuum pump and all that. I just want to be responsible and not let the Freon just go into the atmosphere and burn holes in our ozone and whatnot. The reason why I'm kind of looking at this now and I don't really want to jump a gun is because we're taking the Delica to the Central Coast, which is our first, I guess, official road trip with it here in California. And we'll see how it does. So making sure all the fluids are topped off and all that kind of good stuff before we go. So I'll update you guys and see what we have as far as AC. All right. So I filled this up earlier in the week, and it registered filled. Now it's low, so I think I do have a leak. I'm gonna try and fill it up again. This does have that, I don't know, stop leak additive in it. It doesn't hurt to try. If it does leak out, I have to get a dye and track it down that way. So we'll see how it goes. So it's fluctuating. It'll drop down to 10. It'll kick back up to 20, no matter how much I try and refill it. Highest it's gotten so far is 20. Refill it. 20 is max PSI. So that could mean that I have a massive leak, or slow leak, or the compressor is just not compressing enough. I don't know. See what happens. Now that it's off, it's climbing as far as the PSI. As soon as I turn it off, it went from 20, now we're at 25. And the temperature in the cabin hasn't really changed, hasn't really gotten colder. So now we're in the good. Well, we gotta research some more, gotta figure this out. If not, like I said, I'm gonna take it in to get diagged. Hopefully, I mean, we don't have any leaks. I mean, if it is a compressor, I can always reach out. Well, I actually did. I actually reached out to Steven from Rising Sun in Canada for a compressor. He has a couple used ones, but he has a couple. And he told me to take it in and have it diagged. You know, don't jump a gun. So I really appreciate that, you know, advice, rather than just trying to sell me a compressor and calling it good. You know. Another thing that happened is that I have this top thing that just cracked. I opened it up and cracked, so I'll just leave it off, I guess, or just shove it back in there. But we'll figure it out. Eventually, I want to do it before the summer because, like I said, it gets too dang hot. And then I got to figure out what the deal is with this AC. AC issues with these Japanese vehicles kind of trippy. You know, during the winter, and it could be just because it was, I got it in January. Yeah, I turned everything on and it blew cold and all that. So, I don't know. All right. Talk to you soon. All right, update on this Delica AC issue. Went to the local AutoZone and picked up this UV dye refrigerant. And I got a UV flashlight, so from Amazon delivered today. So I'm gonna turn on the van, turn on the AC, do that whole thing, let it run, refill it, and then check for any leaks. So we'll see how this goes. Well, I'm happy to report that the AC is cooling down. The compressor does kick on. At least I have some of that UV dye and refrigerant in the system. So if it does lose compression or just starts blowing warm again, because I'm going to drive it with the AC on, I can check it with the light. I still need to check out what's going on with Stagia, because Stagia's AC isn't working too. But unlike the Delica, I mean, I can visually see the clutch on the compressor kick on, but with the Stagia, I don't see it come on. So I'll run some tests and see how that goes. But I'm gonna call it a W for now. Just needed some Freon. So ideally, I would like to, if it does work fine, I want to get it professionally evacuated and refilled with refrigerant with some dye, so that way if there is any air or moisture or whatever, I got a clean slate and the best chance for it to prolong the life, because if I don't have to spend $500 on a new compressor, then I don't want to, you know. I'd rather take it to a shop and just have them take care of it as far as refilling. So pretty soon we're going to take this Delica on its first trip. I'll try and videotape that, or at least to drive, and you know, if there's any adventure type things that happen with the van, which I hope not. I want a boring trip. I want it to get there, and then I can be, oh man, the diesel to get there was expensive or whatever. That kind of stuff I don't care about. Breaking down on the side of the road, yeah, not so much. So I can update you then. Remember, just keep moving forward. All right.